Most traders panic when trades go against them. I adjust. Today, I rolled multiple positions, collected premium on some, paid small debits on others, and reduced overall risk across the board. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact trades that I adjusted, why I rolled from April to May, and how I decided to take either a credit or a debit on the rolls and stay in control instead of taking those losses. I'll show you live on the trading platform, and you'll see exactly how it's done to profit big going forward whenever you have to adjust. All right, so what actually is rolling? What do we mean by saying we're rolling the option contract to the next month? Well, let's keep it simple. Now, rolling is you close your current position and you open a new one further out in time. So maybe the next month. Now, usually you can do it at the same strike and just add more time a month. So it gives you more time to be right. Or you can adjust the strikes and move out. And by doing that, you can reduce risk. Now, the key concept is time helps your probability of profit. And the more time that you give the trade, the higher your chance of being right. One thing I ask, one thing only, smash that like button down below. It really helps out the channel and I appreciate it very much, so thank you. You're certainly welcome to subscribe as well. We're at an all-time high of 4 subscribers. And be sure and join the free Discord linked in the pinned comment down below. It's free now, free for life if you get in now. There will be a monthly subscription charge coming up, so now's the time to get in. You can see all my daily trades that I put on and adjustments, which I'm going to cover here. You can see they're pasted right here on the Discord platform, and we're going to cover these trades right now and jump into them. But be sure and join so that you can see these every single day. All right, guys, the first stock that we're going to talk about is USO, and it's actually a United States oil fund ETF. But I did a video on this previously, so check it out. But I've got a poor man's covered call. I've got a couple of them all on. I've got the 115, 291 days out. And you can see here I closed out today. I've got my trade, my closed trades checked so that you can see what I closed. But I closed the 95 put because it was profitable. There were only a few dollars left. And I rolled out to May and collected more premium, and I rolled up and out. So I like to, when we're around 15 to 20 days, and you can see we're at 18 days, then I'll make an adjustment and roll out and adjust the trade. And that's exactly what I did with USO. So if you look at the strikes with the Iran situation going on, we've got oil spiking way up. And we're up 2% today, so good day to roll. Look at the 71 IV rank. So that short put, we can collect good premium on, and you can see I collected $411. So we're on the Tasty Trade platform, my favorite for trading options. Super intuitive, and there's a link down below in the description, so check that out. There's benefits if you go through my link. Now, if you look at the activity, you can see all my trades. I'm going to go through all these today, but with USO, you can see that big spike up and where we are at 126 right now, up 2%. So that's exactly what I did. And what I've got on, you can see is the leaps. So actually it's the put leap. So I think oil being at this spike, as soon as something happens with the situation in the Middle East, the Strait of Hormuz opens up, which is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Then oil is going to come back down. In the meantime, I'm going to collect the premium on those short puts against it. So, instead of, I'm down on the leaps, you can see, because it's moved up. So we're down $1,000. But if I can collect $400 every month for the next 12 months, I more than make up for any move down. And long term, I'm confident that the leaps, the 115, is going to come down and be profitable within 291 days. We're going to get that situation resolved. So as long as oil volatility is elevated, we collect that premium on the short put and capture the time delay, and the position stays highly profitable. All right, guys, the next one is Nike. I love Nike long term. I'm going to break down why I like it long term, and I'm going to show you the poor man's covered call strategy that I have on and how I rolled the call down and out to collect additional premium. Now, before we jump into it, the Nike call that I rolled down and out, I collected $117 in credit, additional credit. And as far as the execution, I'm going to break this down and show you on the platform. But the original call was too far out of the money, and it no longer had the decay in it, and we're at 18 DTE, days to expiration. So I moved the strike down closer to collect that time premium, that beta or that better theta decay, and extend duration at the same time. So by doing this, we're improving the probability of profit and the premium capture. Keep that in mind, and I'll show you right here. All right, guys, here's my two Nike Poor Man's Covered calls. I've got leaps at 55 and 60. We're trading at 52 right now, and I've got these 291 days to expiration. And you can see I rolled the 62 out to the 57. But let's look real quick first why I'm long Nike. If we look at the stock, it's at 52. Over the last 5 years, look at this slow churn down. I think they're on the right track now. The analysts have a target 1 year of 74. We're at 52 right now. Now, if you go to the stats page, I want to show you the forward PE. They've got at 20. I think it should be about 35. Take a look at the revenue, 46.51, and net income, 2.52 billion. So I punched that into my base case numbers, 46.51, 2.52 billion, 1480 implied outstanding shares, which is right here, implied outstanding. And I come up with a target of 74. So very similar 1 year, and then 93 and then 116. Very similar to what they have. Now, if you go to and you always want to break down the numbers, guys. If you want that base case number sheet, let me know in the comments, and I'll shoot it over to you. Analysis page, you can see they beat earnings last 4 quarters. Annually, they're in good shape financially, quarterly. This is their revenue and earnings increasing quarter over quarter, year over year. And then look at this, 45% growth expected over the next year. Plus, they pay a dividend, so it's even a safety. They've got a 3.19% forward dividend, so that's huge if you buy the stock. So a lot of people, rather than doing poor man's covered calls, they'll do a standard covered call because you don't get the dividend if you do a leaps. That's the only downside, or one of the downsides. But there's a lot of benefits as well because you're using leverage. But let's go back to the trade now, and you can see what I did. I did a very similar trade to what I did in USO. I just rolled. We were up 1.34%. IV rank is high at 54, and I rolled from April out to May with these two options. And if you go to activity page, you can see Nike. I got from doing that, I rolled down from 62 to 57, and I collected $100.17. So one option contract controls 100 shares of stock, so that's $117. So what you do is, you just right click. If I were to roll this out, for instance, I could roll out to June, from May to June. I just click on that, go there. We can go to table mode, and then you adjust your strike there, and it tells you what you can collect in additional premium right there. So that's kind of how you do it in Nike, and you can see on the chart they're way down. So I'm long. So I just rolled my strike here to, now we're still at the 57.5. So we've still got up to here to move. So these are the Bollinger Bands in white. This is the 50-day, the 200-day, but I think there's a lot of support. You can see here back from a year ago, there's support at this level. So I love Nike long from here. All right, guys, now let's talk about Microsoft. Wow, can't believe it. I had to pay a debit, and this is a defensive roll. So sometimes we have to do that. I know Microsoft is going to go up long term. It's a tremendous buy right now, but I would, rather than just wait until that thing decays, I've got a put credit spread on. But not all, when you get in that situation, not every trade is going to be a winner up front. I think it will be over time. Actually, I know it will be. So I just roll out in time. I take a debit here. I would say a small debit, but it was like $452. So I'll go through that right here on the platform. But the key is, not all rolls are for a credit. Sometimes you have to do a debit, or at least that's the way I play it. And I pay in order to reduce risk. And the execution logic is the position is challenged, the strikes are lowered, and I extend duration. So I'm buying better positioning and a much higher probability of profit type setup. So here it is. All right, guys, I'm long. I had a 390-400 put credit spread on, 18 days to expiration. I rolled out to May and down to the 370, 360. And what I did, you can see right here, I paid a $452 credit or debit. But, if it would have finished at 18 days, and we're at 363, I would lose $1,000 because it's $10 wide. Of course, I collected a third the width of the strike, so I've already collected $350 basically, and now I rolled out and paid 400. So because of the pullback, I'm a little bit negative, but it's not as bad as it looks, and I've adjusted the risks down, and I know I'm going to make money long term on this. If you look at the look where we are, it's ridiculous. Bottom of the Bollinger Band, and we're at support levels. Their numbers are going to continue to kill it going forward. If we look at Yahoo Finance, they've got a target of 589. We're at 363 right now. And look at that pullback on this. And again, you can run the numbers. I've got my base case numbers. My target's way up here like this, 590 range. But right now, if you look at the stats, the forward PE is 18, and look where it typically trades at, 33 and 32. So tremendous buy right now. And I mean, this is recurring software revenue every month. People are going to, are you not going to renew your Microsoft 360 license? No, it's a done deal. So it's month after month, and they beat numbers every single time. You can see here every quarter. Annually, the balance sheet, the revenue, and the earnings. And I'm sure double-digit revenue growth, 12.68%. So, yeah, unbelievable strong buy. We can go here on the Tasty Trade platform and look at the financials as well. You click on this little tab right here. You go to financials, and then you can look quarterly or annually. And, yep, revenue, net income up. Same thing with balance sheet, assets, liabilities, and then being a software company, look at 70%, 68% margins. So unbelievable. But all right, so I showed you what we paid, 452. But what we did was we took that 400, 390 and rolled it to 370, 360. So our short strike is at 370 now versus it was at 400. So why did I have that so big? Let's move that down. And if we look at the chart again, we went from 400 to 370. So now we're down here at our short strikes at 370. We just need it to move up from here. If you look at the curve mode analysis, you can see the profit zone right here. As long as we end up above this about 366, then we're going to continue to make money. And now we've got more that we can collect because we collected on the first go around when we put the put credit spread on. But I love Microsoft right here. All right, guys, Google and ELF are two other stocks that I'm extremely bullish on that are down right now. And I just made some structured adjustments that I'm going to go through. Now with Google, I rolled a put spread down and out for a debit of $492. Why? I wanted to maintain that defined risk and I wanted to increase the profitability zone. With ELF, I had two trades. I rolled the short call for a $170 credit and I rolled a put credit spread for an $88 debit. And this is reducing exposure, risk, and to generate a little bit of income as well. So let's jump on those trades right now. All right, guys. First one, Google. You can see right here, May. I rolled from the 18 days, the 310, 300. We're down at 274. So I rolled to the 280, 270. So we're still, we're right at the profit zone right here. But when enrolling that, let's see, we pay a debit. Google, yeah, $492 debit in order to roll down and out to the 280, 270. That's okay though. I mean, look at the chart right now with Google. it's one of the best stocks out there. But pull back towards the 200-day moving average in the red, and the green is the 50-day, and we're at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So I just rolled down. I extended the time. So rather than taking that, $1,000 loss, I take a $452 loss, and I collected 330 or whatever on the open, a third, and now I'm taking a little bit of a hit, but it's just a matter of time. This will all come back over time. I'm confident, and that's the plan there. Now with ELF, similar situation. If we look at the chart, way down and back towards lows. I mean, the whole market's hit right now by the Iran situation. But once we get to this stage and we're at 18 days to expiration, I took my 65.70 and I rolled it out to May, kept the same 65.70, and then I closed my 85 short call. That was fully profitable because we're at 61 right now. So I closed that out for a big win on the short call side, and that would be against my leaps here, my 75 leaps. And what I did, I haven't opened a new one up yet. I can do that. Yeah, I don't have a short call. If I take out my closed, I've got, I do. I've got the 75 short call. So I did write a call against it as well. So you can look at that right here on ELF, $1.70 credit on the short call. I moved that from 85 out to 75. So I did that. And so I moved it down and out and collected $170. And then on the put credit spread, I rolled from the 65.75 18 days out to 46 days, and I paid an $88 debit. So overall, we were almost almost $100 in credit there. But just adjustments, small moves, and ELF, you can see at those lows. All right, guys, last one, AVAV, AeroVironment. Love this company. They do drones and UAVs, unmanned autonomous vehicles or systems. And with the defense industry, the money going into it, and this being the latest type technology, it's going to continue to do well. It's way down right now, pull back towards the lows. I actually reviewed the conference call and did a video on this recently, so you can check that out. But now we've just kind of readjusted. We're right at the profitability zone for AeroVironment, but I love it to the upside from here. And I rolled the 260, 270, or I closed out the 260, 270. Okay, that's all I did on this. I left my 185, 175 on. So I only closed for $15. So it was a full winner, but 18 days left. So that increased my buying power by roughly $1,000 just closing that out. But I love AeroVironment from here. All right, guys. So what's the real strategy and the big takeaway with this video? Well, this is the difference between the beginners and the experienced traders. As experienced traders, we want to manage trades efficiently for the highest probability of profit. The beginners, they're typically taking those losses early. We don't want to do that. We want to extend the trades. So with the core framework, we roll for a credit when possible. We accept debits if needed in order to reduce risk and roll out in time and allow that time to work to our advantage. And we always want to improve our probability of profit. All right, guys, remember to smash that like button and subscribe down below. Join the free Discord linked in the pinned comment down below. You can see all my trades that I put on each day and even the adjustments. It's free now, free for life if you get in. There will be a monthly charge. Takes just less than a minute to join. You just put in your email address and I send you the link and you're in. So be sure and watch this next video, and thanks for watching this one.